Welcome to Mike and Jytte.
Recently I discovered something about my own communication style that I was not aware of. And it came a bit of a surprise to me, because I'm pretty much aware of how I communicate. But this specific situation was we were in a supermarket and I heard myself ask Mike, should we buy some wine for tonight? And even while I was saying it, I could hear myself that it was not really the question I wanted to ask. I actually wanted to say, I think we should buy some wine for tonight.
Yeah. And the question here, of course, or the task here, oftentimes is for the man to determine, is this a question, is it a request, is it in fact a demand? What is it? And this sometimes can cause a bit of confusion.
And you better give the right answer. Because if I say, well, should we buy some wine for tonight? And you say no, then I'll say, well, but I think we should.
And then you might have a problem.
And then you might say, why didn't you say so?
Yeah, right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So when is it a real question, or is it a question? Is it a request? Is it an opinion?
Some of these examples seem pretty simple, but sometimes it can be a bit of a higher level, and it can be on the job, or it can be other places where it's really important that you express your opinion. And if you're in the habit of asking sort of roundabout requests as a form of questions, it can cause some difficulties in understanding.
And some confusion too. If in a job situation, if I say to my colleagues, wouldn't it be a good idea if we change this meeting until Friday instead? And all the time, it's my opinion that I think we should change it to Friday. It's much more proper communication to say, I think we should change this meeting to Friday instead.
And it helps me because I know what she wants. I may not agree with her, but at least I know that she wants to move it, and not is it just some kind of vague question, should we move the meeting? And these clear communications make for much more efficient cooperation.
So back to the red wine. So when we bought the red wine, we did, and we are sitting and having dinner in the evening. At some point, I might say, "Is there more red wine?"
The answer is no.
But that's not the real question. I mean, what I really want is, could I have some more red wine, please?
No, you can't have any more.
So sometimes it's okay to state a question, but it's really good to be aware of: is it a real question, or is it a request? Or is it an opinion? Some people do it when we are talking about feedback, but that will be a later video.
The interesting one is, by the way, that if Jytte wants a dessert, for example, she'll say, would you like dessert? And if I say, yes, I would like dessert, I give her permission to have dessert. Instead of saying, I would like some dessert, would you like some too? Some of these things are kind of, they're sort of light, but again, be aware of what you do want. And these questions can be very appropriate sometimes. Sometimes indirect questions in terms of requests. It's a very good idea. But just be aware of that you're using it consciously and not unconsciously. Again, back to you control your communication form. It does not control you.
But the interesting thing is that I was not aware of that, that I did this here.
Precisely, right.
But now I'm aware, and now I stop myself in, before I do it, is it a real question, or do I want to state my opinion instead?
Yeah. It's again a question of you're controlling your preferences and making decisions.
That's true.
So I think that's fine for today.
I think so too.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.